welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and today I'm doing just a little bit of a post-canning chat. I like to do these once in a while so you know the results for what I said they were and that everything seals and it gives you a good idea how many fails. I never try to hide that from you. And you know what? Everybody's going to have what they call failures, but I don't think they're failures. I think they're opportunity to learn something or an opportunity to have a delicious meal that night. So my Tattler lids sealed, no problem. And somebody also asked, how do you tell if the Tattlers have sealed? Now this is from the pork that I canned in the enchilada sauce, okay? This is so good. It's so good. It's like pozole. So all you have to do when you open this is add some hominy, top it with all your fresh veggies that you normally do, and you've got pozole in a jar. Quick and easy, slow roasted basically, because it is fall apart tender. You can skim the little bit of fat that's on there off. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there's that yellow fat, and it's colored because of the enchilada sauce. But the Tattler lids, as soon as the jars have cooled enough for me to put my hands around them comfortably, I take my rings off. And especially on the Tattlers. If they're button tops, I don't necessarily do it quite as soon. But the Tattlers I do. I've already cranked them down. If they look like they've sucked down and they're concave, then that's what I want. And I take the lids off. I make sure I test them out. And trust me when I tell you, these jars, there was some fat that had siphoned out of the jars, all of them. So they were kind of messy. You got to wash them. And again, you're testing the lids as soon as you wash them. Now this one is the chicken legs in the enchilada sauce. And so the bone-in, skin-on chicken legs. So you've got a lot of enchilada sauce. And I was going to open this for you tonight, but I'm so full. I'd already made some of this pork enchilada rice, so I ate the leftovers of that. But when I open this jar, and this is going to be the next jar I open, because this was an experiment, so I have no idea if this comes out as good as I think it's going to. Then how easy is that to raw pack chicken bone-in skin on when you get it on sale? Like I got these legs for 88 cents a pound. Put a bunch on your shelf and you've got a delicious meal. And you've got ready-made enchiladas. You've already got the sauce in here. It's flavored with the chicken. Holy cow. You can't ask for anything more than that. So all the jars sealed. All the headspace stayed really nice, even though I did have a little bit of siphoning. I would guess more likely because of having the liquid added to the raw pack. Does that make sense? And sometimes you just have siphoning and you can't figure it out. And then I have the other canner that I pulled out at the last minute when I realized how much enchilada sauce that I'd made and I had left over, and I was like, I'm gonna jar it up. I've got the canner going. I've got to be here in the kitchen anyway. I'm gonna can it up in a little canner. So I have 4.5 pint jars, and I chose to do the 1/2 pint because sometimes that's all you need. I can add this 1/2 pint to rice. I can actually add it to some chicken or pork that is plain, that is not seasoned with the enchilada sauce. Let's say I run out of this, I've still got the option to do that. So, a very nice, successful canning session in my opinion. Now, I am gonna do another batch of enchilada sauce because I go through it pretty quickly. In fact, quite often I try to make small batches of enchiladas when I make them because it's just me and maybe somebody else. But for the most part, even if I'm sharing with my daughter and her family, I'm still more than likely not going to use more than a jar. If I could get my hands on some more 1.5 pint jars, I would be doing it, but I'm using what I have, and I actually had enough to do a full canner load, and so I pulled them out, and that's a nice amount of meat for 3 to 4 people easily. Now there's only 3 chicken legs in here, so that's 2 people. There's no problem with that. So I'm anxious to try this. I want to see how good it is. If it's as good as I think, if it's as good as the pork, I can tell you we are going to be canning. I am going to be canning a lot of it. So good things to have on the shelf. I really feel like it's super important right now for everybody to have this skill set. I believe it's very important for us to maintain that skill set and pass it on to whoever needs it. You know, maybe it's your next door neighbor. Invite them over and have a canning party, right? Or and stocking your pantry with today's prices, not tomorrow, because I don't think tomorrow's promising a very frugal. I don't believe it's going to be a very inexpensive tomorrow. So, and I've done this for years. I sometimes will even write on the jar. I know I purchased this pork roast at $1.49 a pound. So that can go on the lid, and then I know when I open it, I can look in the sales paper and say, oh, well, pork roast is $2.99 a pound now. At Costco this last week, it was $3.49. What? Or $3.29. Maybe it was $3.29. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was $3.29. I have never seen it above $3 a pound ever, ever, ever. So, and I've always been a price watcher, per pound price watcher. And yeah, I've never seen that. So beef prices are still through the roof. So I'm glad I have some beef on my shelf. I don't eat a lot of beef. I prefer to eat, if I'm going to have red meat, I prefer to eat venison or elk meat, but I don't always care to can it. So I would, but it would have to be in the right application. It really does have to be in the right application because it's so easy to cook and so delicious. So anyways, definitely another successful canning session. So I am going to write on these. This sauce is not spicy. I could have added a couple more of those little hot peppers. It's got a little teeny zing to it, but when I open it, I'll just add some cayenne pepper. So I've got these jars to go on the shelf. I'll date and label them, and these as well. And then this one with the chicken in it, I'm going to hold it back because I want to see. This is going to be one of the very next recipes. So you can see the chicken in there. I bet you it absorbed all that flavor. So I hope, guys, if you like these and you like to be brought back for, you know, what I thought about the canning session, how it went. You know, there was a little bit of, I had to fill another jar. How am I going to do it? I had plenty of sauce, so I thought, well, I've got chicken in the refrigerator. So that's how that came about. And then I had all this leftover sauce. Can it up. And you don't have to put lids on your jars to fill the void in your canner. If you wanted to can water, my advice is to do it with a Tattler lid, so you're not blowing through your button top lids for water. And I hesitate to do it unless I really feel like I need sterile water on my shelf. I hesitate, even though the Tattler lids are reusable. These gaskets are only good for 10 canning sessions. So just leave the jar open. It fills the void in the canner. Fill it full of water so it stays put, and you're good to go. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I will be canning some more roasted pork and spicy broth because I absolutely love that one. And I actually have another enchilada sauce based idea, adding a lot of onions. Even though the sauce has onion in it, I want to add even more onion, just like you do the spicy pork one. And that way you've got the onions right on top. And I don't know, it just, meal starters. Jenny and I've been trying to come up with them. She's very creative with them. And I'm definitely going to be doing the Dijon chicken because I absolutely adore Dijon chicken Dijon. And so I want to put some in jars. If you guys want to see that chicken Dijon, leave me a comment in the comment section. That's easier said than done. I think I'm overwhelmed from the heat. It got up to 109 today. It was 113 yesterday. So yeah, it's not been pleasant, and some humidity, not like down south, but we've got some humidity, so it's kind of hard to deal with. All of our AC units are having a hard time keeping up. So I've got the house completely closed off and trying to keep all that heat out. All right. That's my post-canning chit-chat for you for this pork in enchilada sauce, and the bonus of getting enchilada sauce canned up. And that's so easy, 15 minutes. So it takes literally 15 minutes to steep your peppers fresh, and you add whatever combination you like, and you can make it as hot as you like or as mild as you like. Some chicken broth, your veggies, you have to strain it. That's the hardest part. You jar it up and you go for 50 minutes under pressure, and you're good to go. And you have this beautiful sauce on your shelf that is no comparison to what is in the grocery store. The grocery store cannot hold a candle to this. No way, shape, or form. I can't use that grocery store stuff anymore. So there you have it. All right, I am gonna get plenty more things out on the shelf, and I use it just as fast as I can it. All right, it's fast food my way. Actually, it's so easy after work to pop open a jar of something and create a meal. It's fantastic. All right, soon I will be doing a chicken a la king taste test for you. I need to get some puff pastry or some croissant. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you want to become a member and follow me where I do the live chats twice a month and the giveaways and all that, and you can get in on really good conversations, that join button is down below. I'd love to see you over there. It brings the community together in a smaller group where we can really interact, and I look forward to it. This coming Friday is a live chat. No, this coming Saturday, I'm sorry, is a live chat because Friday is full. I couldn't schedule anything on Friday, so it's Saturday, the 3rd of July. Yep, day before the 4th, so we might have a little bit to chat about, and I believe it's 3 p.m., or no, 4 p.m., sorry. The 3rd at 4 p.m. Pacific time, so I hope I see you there. If you're not a member, go ahead and join, and you can unjoin anytime you want, but it'd be fun to have you over there. And I do drawings and giveaways, and yeah, it's fun. So, all right, guys, I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, maybe a garden update right after this. No, I think next is a smoking recipe out on the big green egg, and then a garden update. All right, see ya. Bye.